veteran world champion Kevin Love, he is returning to South Beach. He agreed to a 2-year deal. Love will be turning 36 years old in September. He averaged 8 points and 6 rebounds a game in 55 games for Miami this past season while shooting 34% from downtown. Um, he seems to be enjoying his time being with this organization. I mean, Miami Heat culture is way, way different. So I'm happy for Kevin Love that he'll be returning back to Miami. He brings veteran leadership, championship experience to this organization. So a 2-year deal, I have no problem with that. Next, the question that I have, and probably some people are asking themselves, what's going to happen with Jimmy Butler? Jimmy Butler, he's not getting younger. He's, 34, about to be 35, or he's already 35. Clearly, he's still got plenty left in the tank. His work ethic is impeccable. Jimmy Butler is one of my favorite players in the game. When I rate and analyze what draws me to a player, how they become my favorite player, is how they approach the game, is how they prepare themselves for battle, and most importantly, that they play both positions exceptionally well. Jimmy Butler is a great two-way player. I love his offense. I love his defense. I want Jimmy Butler to get a championship ring. And if there's any team that I want to get it, is with the Miami Heat. I'm not a Miami Heat fan. Don't let the shirt fool you. So, but Miami is my favorite city. Miami is my favorite city, and I've always respected that franchise. Even though I consider them as a friendly rival, I should say, because I'm a Knicks fan, and I grew up in the era of Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway, Patrick Ewing era, when they were going at it in the playoffs in those late 90s, early 2000s. But I've always respected the Miami Heat organization and their culture. Always respected them. Always, always. I might not always root for them, but I always respected them. I want Jimmy Butler to win a championship with Miami. It's going to get tougher now. Now you have Paul George with Philadelphia. It's not guaranteed that Philly will go all the way because we had to see how their chemistry will be like and how they will play on the court together. But you also have the Boston Celtics, who's not going anywhere. Their team is still intact. You have the Milwaukee Bucks, despite their early playoff exits, but if they can stay healthy, they can go far. So you have Milwaukee, you have Philadelphia, and you have Boston. The Knicks, they're there right there. But with Miami Heat, what's going to happen. So, but Miami Heat has this way of knowing how to develop players, no matter if they're high or low draft picks, especially if they go undrafted. Miami, so far from what I've been reading, they have no plans on trading Jimmy Butler. They did completely dismiss that. Jimmy Butler, he might become a free agent next season, summer of 2025. He hasn't signed an extension yet. He's currently under contract for $48.8 million this upcoming season. I honestly can't see Jimmy Butler playing anywhere else besides Miami. But again, the business of sports is ruthless. You can't keep everyone happy. You can't make everyone happy. So far, Jimmy Butler loves being in Miami. He loves being part of this culture. Pat Riley loves Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler have said in interview, there's one particular interview, I forgot for which network he said this, but this is true. I saw this interview. Jimmy Butler said, and I'm paraphrasing, he said that the Miami Heat will be the last jersey he will wear before he hangs it up. I hope he marks his word. And Jimmy Butler, so far, he has been a man of his word throughout his career. Again, the Miami Heat is the last jersey he will wear before he hangs it up. He wants to retire as a Miami Heat. I hope he gets his wish. But again, the business of sports is ruthless. There's less loyalty when it comes to the business of sports. I just hope and pray that Jimmy Butler wins a ring before he hangs it up. And I want him to win it with Miami. The Miami Heat. But he's going to need help. He needs help. I know that Bam Adebayo, he signed a 3-year extension with Miami. It will take guys like Bam. In my opinion, Bam, Tyler Hero, they have to elevate their game. They have to continue to get better. They have to get better offensively. I know what Bam could do defensively, but offensively, Bam and Tyler Hero, they have to take their game to a whole nother level in order for Miami to get over the hump and win a championship. For some reason, I'm never worried about the role players because Miami is no stranger when it comes to having depth. But from a scoring standpoint, offense standpoint, besides Jimmy Butler, I'm looking at this team. Who else can be reliable consistently, night in, night out? And I want to see Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo take their game from an offensive standpoint to a whole nother level. In Miami, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and Bam Adebayo, they're my big three. So it's going to be interesting what Miami will do this upcoming season because, again, teams are getting better. I can't forget about Orlando. Orlando Magic, I remember I tweeted this about 2 years ago or so, that they are on the rise. They have a bright future. And if you saw what they did in the playoffs in that first round against Cleveland, if they play their cards right, stay healthy, that team can do some damage in the future. But yeah, I really hope that Jimmy Butler gets a ring. Fantastic player. Players of his caliber, his work ethic, deserves a championship.